Like, don't come to my page looking for attention, bitch. Y'all hoes irks me. One thing about me, two things for sure. I ain't on no whole page I don't like, period. Like, I ain't joining no whole live that I don't like. I ain't clicking on no whole page I don't like. I ain't checking for no bitch I don't like. Y'all hoes is miserable.
What's up, beauties, and welcome back to IAmBeautifulHustlerTV. If you are new to my channel, just go ahead and click that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and make sure you share this video so we can share this slay with the world, okay, y'all? Because today is going to be something serious, okay? And today's video is the very first official video for our new slay series, and I decided to call this series Thankful for the Slays, okay? And as you can see right here, I'm showing you guys the wig from my line, and this is a 13x6 HD lace 30-inch deep wave wig, and yes, the wig is giving, honey, period, okay? So this is a 180% density wig that I will be installing today. It does come pre-plucked. The knots are nice and small. The HD lace is HD lacing. The hair is nice and full. The curls is bomb, and we are going to get right into this slay, okay? Now, based on this thumbnail, based on this TikTok, y'all know this slay right here was top notch, okay? I am getting the love. I am feeling the love. Everybody's loving this look. I'm getting compliments everywhere I go, and I had to record this look start to finish so everybody can see exactly how I created this look, and I am bringing it here to my beauties today, okay? So first things first, this video is pretty lengthy because I am showing literally like everything in this video, starting from the ball cap, okay? So as y'all can see, I already got my old crusty dusty braids in. Shout out to Slay by Joy, and these braids I've been rocking with these braids since September 29th, since he came down here to Miami to slay me with the 40-inch 613. Make sure you guys check that video out if you did not do so yet on his channel. Go to Slay by Joy and look for IAmBeautiful Hustler slay tutorial with the 40-inch 613, and make sure you guys show that video some love, okay? Period. So now that we got it out the way, shout out to you once again, Jordan. The braids is still, I'm rocking with them. Like I told you, I love how small you braided them, and these things was not coming out for months, and that's exactly what I mean. If you feel some type of way about my braids being crusty and disgusting, that's on you. Hey, I don't care. I'm gonna do my thing. My hair is growing, and that's all that matters to me, okay? So to keep the hair really, really growing, I gotta go in with my growth oil from my TheBhSlay brand, and I'm gonna oil that scalp down before I get to doing my ball cap method. I already cleaned my hairline with the lace prep. I already used the TheBhSlay skin protectant. I use that Tresemme holding spray to get my edges, pushed back and out the way. And now I'm going to go in with that Beautiful Hustler, wig cap. And I'm going to get started on my ball cap. Now, my ball cap method is pretty much the same. I only do one thing differently. And you will see that later on as we get more into the ball cap. But I'm just going to go ahead and start by placing a wig over my hairline, over my eyebrows and everything, because I really want to stretch it out. And before I even start to lay my glue down and do my ball cap, I do like to cut the ears out. That way it can lay flat on the sides near the sideburn area. So now that I did that, I'm just going to go in with one layer of our lace mid adhesive. And just spread that layer out. And you really want to spread it out and make it as flat as possible. That's how you get the glue to turn clear. So once I do all of that and I get that out the way and clear, I will go in with some Tresemme holding spray and just spray the holding spray on top of that glue. Blow dry that and begin to cut off the extra cap. And then once I cut the extra cap off, I'm going to show you this little hack that I'm going to do. That way I don't have to sew my wig down in the back. Go in with that foundation, and then we'll get right to the slay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new, and let's get to the slay, period. So now that I went ahead and I sprayed that TRESemmé onto that cap, I'm going to go ahead and begin, well, now that it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and begin to cut that extra cap off. And these scissors was a little dull, so I do recommend you get like some fresh scissors to really cut your cap, because that's how you get everything off that needs to come off. You don't have to worry about those little pieces that's not like melted or whatever to just be kind of like messing up your whole ball cap, you know, shenanigans. So get you some sharp fresh scissors if you can, but if you ain't got no fresh ones, then you're gonna have a little struggle like I was having to get this extra cap off. But that's besides the point. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting off all this extra cap around my ball cap, and then I'm actually going to take the extra cap that's in the back of my head. I'm going to tie a little knot pretty tight, that way like the cap does not roll up. And I'm doing this because simply I do not like to sew down my own caps. Like if I'm doing installs on my clients, yes, I sew the cap down. But for me, myself, and yeah, it's enough for me, okay? So what I'm doing is just taking the extra cap, tying a little knot. And once I got the knot nice and tight, I stress it out and cut that little piece right there. And that's just what we're going to do, okay? And it was nice and secure. And that's all that matters, okay? So now that I went ahead and did that, I just took some more TRESemmé holding spray and sprayed the top of the cap just to really push all that cap down into the skin, just so it could be a little more melted. And I'm going to go in with that Ruby Kisses Level 15 palette and take that darker shade. Yes, I do new palettes. Yes, I'm running low. Yes, I already know, okay? But I'm taking that last little piece of that Level 15 that I do have and just, you know, applying that all over the front, in the middle of my ball cap. And the reason why I really went in with the foundation with this style is because I am doing braids at the top, and I do not want no white looking cap underneath my braids. Like I need it to look as scalped as possible, okay? And because when I did bleach my knots, I did kind of over bleach it because I had totally forgot the bleach was sitting on it, and me and Lala was sitting on the couch running our mouth, okay? So and I was not gonna go in and re-dye the whole wig to get the knots back to natural colors. So y'all will see the heck that I would do later on in the tutorial when we get to the styling part for that little issue right there. But in the meantime, here is this 13 by 6 30-inch deep wave wig from my wig collection. And my wig line does relaunch on Thanksgiving. Yes, I will be having Black Friday sales, and yes, I will be having a nice little wig sale as well. And I just wanted to mention this because I forgot to mention when I showed you guys me opening up the wig and letting you see it fresh out of the pack. This is a 13 by 6 HD lace wig, okay? 13 by 6. Let me explain. This is a 13 by 6 frontal wig, okay? So it is a full 13 by 6 frontal, which means you have that 6-inch of parting space from ear to ear. Not these little regular little 13 by 6 wigs we get from the Chinese companies, and you only got 6 inches of parting space only in the middle, and you only got 1 little inch on the side. No, this is not giving that at all. When I say full parting space, I mean full parting space from ear to ear. And then based on the style that I did, you can tell I really had so much parting space. But I will also show you too when I actually tack my wig down, okay? So just stay tuned for that, because y'all will see what I mean when I say full parting space, okay? But now that I have my wig already kind of prepped, damn, come on, P words. Now that I got my wig pre-prepped, I'm just, you know, I added that same level 15 foundation that I used for my cap, and I put it on the inside and on top of the wig. But for this tutorial, I ended up using level 16 palette as well to really blend it out. I feel like the 15 was too light for me today, which is kind of weird because I usually use that one. But I am going to go in with that darker shade of that level 16 later on during this slay and show you guys how I got it to really blend to perfection. But nevertheless, now I'm going in with my lace made adhesive once again to apply my layers. And for this install today, I did do 4 layers. So I'm going to show you how I did each single layer. You want to make sure when you apply your glue, you just spread it out as much as you can to make it really nice and flat. And as you can see, as I'm doing one side, the other side is drying up, clearing up, which means it's ready for me to add more. So I do apply glue to my cap, and as well as a little bit past my hairline. You want to make sure you monitor exactly where you're laying your glue, because wherever you lay that glue is where that lace is going to stick. And if you put the glue too far down, your lace is going to be laying on your head too far down. So please be very, very mindful of where you are spreading your glue. And me, I spread my glue coming towards the front. I know some people spread their glue going towards the back. It's whatever works best for you, and this is just how I like to do my thing. So once I get all 4 layers on there and it turned clear, I will go ahead and begin to take my wig down, and we will get into the melt. So stay tuned. So now that I'm adding that last layer, we're just gonna wait for it to turn clear, and I'm just zooming in real quick so you guys can see. Yeah, so it's time to lay that wig down, okay? So me, I always like to start with the center first, but I feel like my hair's just kind of flying all over the place, so I just went back in with the hot comb really quick and just kind of pushed that hair back, you know, towards inside the wig. And I like to just take my wig, place it at, you know, ooh, the missing nails, excuse me, y'all, the ghetto ness. But I like to take the wig, place it where I need it to be, push that lace in, and just give it like a nice little firm press before I get into everything else. Then what I'm going to do is go ahead and take that blow dryer on the heat setting, and oh wait a minute, no I didn't, hold on, backspace y'all. Before I got that blow dryer, I forgot that I did go in with the scissors and cut that extra lace from around my ear, and that way that also helps you with the melting process anyways, because once your wig is laying completely flat, it's easy for you to really get those sideburns down. And y'all know sideburns is always tend to come up first, which is really weird. So to be honest, you got to place a little more extra glue on them sideburn areas, because they be trying to not let you be great, okay? And I need all my beauties to be great, period. So now that I'm getting that extra lace from around the ears, I will go ahead and blow dry that lace on the heat setting, and of course go in with that melt belt and tie it down. Now, like I mentioned before, doing your own lace is very much harder than doing your client, because, you know, you only got 2 hands. Now, maybe we have 4. It would have been much easier to put our own lace on, because we could have had 2 hands holding the lace down and the third hand blow drying, but clearly we only got 2. So it is much harder to do your own lace, because you don't have nobody to hold the lace down as you do what you do. So I really like to move quickly when I'm doing this part, because I like to make sure that my lace does not ripple from me not being able to hold it into place. Or at the same time, if you do your wig too tight, it can ripple up. So just be very careful, take your time. And now that I have that blow dried into place, I will go ahead and tie that melt belt down. And once that melt belt does sit for about 5 minutes, of course, I come back on, which to y'all are like 3 seconds. And then I'm going to remove that melt belt, and I'm going to begin to raise off that extra lace. Hold on, y'all. It's always something with this melt belt. Can't never get the shit off. Okay. All right, here we go, period. Okay, here we go. So now I went and got me the comb and a fresh eyebrow razor. And y'all already know with my hairline, y'all see me do this in damn near every tutorial. I got to get that extra hair from the center of my hairline, because my hairline, well, my forehead is not big. If it was big, then I would definitely use all that lace. But because I have that low that high-low hairline, which means my hairline is higher up in my forehead area and low on the sides. I always have to go in and razor off all that extra lace in that area. So that's why I always start with the middle part first, because I get that out the way, and then me doing the sides is just like cake, okay? But when you are doing this step, make sure you are using a fresh razor, eyebrow razor. Some people use them little tiny little scissors, you know, just make sure they're sharp, they're fresh. And because listen, the fresher they are, the easier you just gonna glide that extra lace right on off your hairline. So I'm just going to repeat the same steps to the other side. As y'all can see, my wig is already secure, as I did a little pull and tug for y'all before we even get into that second step melting process. But when you're cutting that extra lace, try to get as close to where you have everything completely tacked down. That way you can prevent yourself from having to go back in and re-tack things down, okay? But this is where, oh, I'm bobbing and weaving, cute. But here is the part where I go in with the darker shade. I felt like I was getting a little halo look, and I really hate that halo look when it comes to foundation. So that's why I decided to go in with that level 16 palette, and I'm using that darker shade. And as you can see, as I'm using that darker shade, that halo line is definitely disappearing like I needed it to do, okay? Get the hairline to match your skin color as best as possible, and that's how you get raw results. Now, disclaimer, I did over bleach my knots. I forgot all about the wig, okay? But the point of this part here was to just show you guys how much parting space I actually have. So for this style, as you guys can see, I will be doing a bust down the middle, but I will be doing 6 braids at the top. I will leave some hair out on the sides, and the 6 braids end up going into 2 ponytails. Okay, it sounds complicated, but y'all, you're gonna see what I mean when I get into the styling part, okay? So before I even get into the full styling, I kind of have to, you know, prep the styling. So right now I'm starting off by doing like a part on this side, because I have to do the same thing to both sides, okay? So I'm just gonna start with this side first, which is my most comfortable side. Since I'm right-handed, I like to work with my left side first, because it's kind of easier, because I'm using my right hand. So I'm just taking that Glam Wax stick, and y'all see how it got that thing all sleek and shiny looking, period per, as it should. I am using the wax stick from of course, my brand, once again, the TheBhSlay brand, and I'm just making my part kind of curved over here, because I just love curved parts. Like, some people like straight parts. Me, I'm just that curved part type of girl. So I'm trying to curve up my part right here in this area, and then once I get the curve where I want it to be, I will go ahead and start to pull down the baby hairs, or the hairs that I will be using for baby hairs out the way. I'm just going to pull those down, hot comb those forward, and then, you know, plait them out the way per usual, like I normally do with every install. So that's what I'm doing here. And with this look, because I really took my time, y'all. When I tell you I took my time, everything about this install was just perfect, literally. Like, I absolutely love the outcome. Like, the TikTok that I showed y'all, as y'all can see, it was bomb. Like, so, and it's hard recording a TikTok and a tutorial at the same time. So I had to stop, do my TikTok, come back on, finish the install. Like, it be a lot. Like, y'all only see the slay. Y'all don't get to see the behind the work we be having to do behind the closed doors. But nevertheless, I was still trying to make sure I get the full install content for you guys, okay? So with this, I had to part one side, part the baby hair side, hot comb it out. Once I got this side situated, I, you know, went and repeated, you know, the same thing to the other side, because I did think about, and I'm being completely honest, y'all, I did think about pre-styling the wig before I actually did the install, but I still would have recorded me styling the wig before installing it. But here is the pro and con for not always styling the wig before I put it on, okay? Like, for example, this style, it would have been so much easier to do the style on a mannequin and then just install it. But here is the problem. I don't like to style the wig sometimes, especially if the wig does not match my hairline perfectly, because I would have been so mad, y'all, if I would have styled this whole wig, did the braids and everything, and put the wig on, and then part of the lace that I have to cut off because of my hairline being high-low would have been included in the braid. That means I would have ended up having to take the braid out regardless, just to cut off the lace that I needed to cut off, and I did not want to go through all of that. So I had to do some praying before I started this install, because I'm like, listen, usually I need to braid the wig before I need to do the braided style before I install the wig. But with this, I'm just like, Lord, give me strength, because if I put this wig on my head, y'all know that TikTok, if I put this wig on my head and I can't braid it like I want to, I'ma just be irritated and aggravated. But God was with me today, y'all, and it literally came out perfect. And I was just shocked at my damn self that I was able to braid my style like for this install, because braiding on your head, on a wig, by yourself, okay, with the wig like on your head already, it is very tough, okay? So if you are having a hard time doing this style on yourself because you wanted to try it out, just have patience and pray about it, for real, beauties, because Lord knows you will get irritated and aggravated. I know. I usually get irritated every time I do my own hair. It don't look like it on camera, but behind scenes, I be about to have a mental breakdown. But God was with me today. He knew y'all needed to slay, and yeah, so what I'm doing now, I just had to say to get it out the way. But what I'm doing now is just doing the same thing I did to one side to the other side. I'm trying to match up as close as I can the parting area in the back. And it's like, I can't really tell because like I told y'all, I over bleached the knots. And it was on accident. It wasn't on purpose. I over bleached the knots. So it was kind of hard to see my part was straight because it was so bright, you know, in the roots area. But I think I did pretty good on matching it up. And now I'm just going to pull the baby hairs down on this side too. Hop coming forward to make it easier. And then once I get all those baby hairs down and I get everything around where I'm going to have my braids sleek, then I will go ahead and add more of that level 16 foundation, that darker shade, and put it on my roots. And then spray it down and tie it down with the melt belt, okay? Because, yeah, this melt was just everything. And I really wanted to include everything in what I did so y'all can do the same thing. And if you do try to style out, please tag me. I would love to see it. Tag me so I can share it. And also, guys, please start tagging the brand page. Like, if you are using the products and you do tag me, I know most of the time y'all tag my main page, the Beautiful Hustler page, which I still share it to my story and everything. But please also tag the brand page, the TheBhSlay page, because I be wanting to post the stylist works on that page as well. And my followers are going up on that brand page. So I want to make sure you get to use 2 platforms to promote your work, you know, as well. So be sure you tag the Beautiful Hustler page, _Beautiful Hustler on Instagram, and also tag the TheBhSlay. Okay, so I can post your work on both pages. And I do want to have my, you know, TheBhSlay product users, you know, the stylists that I can recommend that know how to use the products and everything like that. Especially, you know, we all in different cities and different states. That's some good word of mouth going too. So, because people do ask me like, hey, are you in this state? And I say no. And they be like, well, do you know somebody in this state that do a good job? And I would love to, you know, recommend y'all. That's another way to build clientele, word of mouth. But however, once I get everything matched up on both sides, I will go ahead and put those baby hairs down. Use that foundation to really get that lace perfectly blended. And then we will go ahead and tie that thing down with the melt belt. So I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm just trying to let y'all know all the tea. Bear with me, beauties. Bear with me and stay tuned. And here's the best part about removing that melt belt. Like, this is so satisfying. Dude, look at that melt. Y'all stop playing, okay? The TheBhSlay products on the motherfucking slay. Period. The melt belt, the lace melt technique, the wig, the lace, the HD. Everything on the BH motherfucking brand. Period. And that's how that go. And that's how we rocking all 2022. Period. Straight scalp, no games. Y'all, come on now. Y'all stop playing. Y'all give this video a thumbs up. Y'all better drop some flames right now in them comments. For real, for real. Like, whew, Lord, this is only the beginning. We only halfway there, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into the style. Okay, so y'all know with this style, I also did pull out like some little bang pieces to do my to curl, you know, for the look. So once I pluck some of these little hairs out or whatever, I'm gonna end up, at first I was gonna do the baby hairs completely first and then do the braids, but I was like, no, let me do the braids and then do the baby hairs so I can really go in with the baby hairs. So I decided to just wait a little minute. So first I'm just gonna take down that ponytail, part my hair down the middle, and then once I get my hair down the middle, I will go ahead and begin to you know, do my braid style. Like, I want to get the middle first, make sure it's down the middle, go in with that wax stick, hot comb it out, and like the knots being over bleached, I'm going to show y'all how I fix that, you know, the temporary way, because the permanent way is to use the permanent dye and brush it on like you would do, you know, a hand colored wig. But yeah, I wasn't doing all that, as y'all know me. So I'm just going to take some of that. It's like L'Oreal. I think the brand is L'Oreal. Yeah, I feel like the brand is L'Oreal. Most likely it is. And it looks like a little mascara brush. And they come in different colors. You can get the color jet black, or it comes in dark brown. And today I'll be using that color dark brown to correct my over bleached knots. Like, it's literally like a root cover up mascara brush little thingy. So that's exactly what I'm using to fix my over bleached knots before I do my braids. And you know, this look is like I told y'all I did. Oh, it did. Okay, it is L'Oreal, y'all saw that? Okay, so yeah, I did use that to fix those over bleached knots. And as you can see, all I'm doing is just taking it and going right to them roots and just brushing it on like it's mascara. Few little strokes and job is done. So now that I have my hair parted down the middle, I'm gonna just go ahead and part one section for the little bang piece on this side, and then I'm gonna part off another little section on the other side for my little bang piece. And I'm just gonna kind of put that behind my ear just to get it out the way, and try to be as symmetrical as possible with this part. I look at the center of my parting space, and then I see if it's pretty much symmetrical with those sections put on both sides, and I just get it out the way. And also the rest of the hair that's not getting braided, I just pull that back in a ponytail. That way I don't have to worry about hair that doesn't belong in the braid being in the braid. So make sure you do that, you know, if you're doing this style on yourself. But of course, if you're doing this on somebody else, you can still do that technically, or you know, you can have them hold it, whichever one. But once I get my part the way I want it, I will go ahead and move one section out the way, and then I will start doing my braids. Okay, and for the braids, I just did 3 parts, you know, parted it off. I hot combed I hot combed the hair before I started braiding. That way the roots can be really, really straight. And if I needed to go in and correct the knots with like the over bleached knots parts, I just went in with the L'Oreal brush again and just brushed whatever was over bleached, and then I hot combed it, and then I started to braid it. So that's pretty much how I did that. What you guys will see here, I went ahead and did my first part. I seen that it was over bleached, so once I see that it's over bleached in that area, like I said, go in with that pen, brush up on those roots, hot comb the roots out real good so it's nice and straight, and then I braid it down. So I'm going to show you guys in detail how I did the first 3 braids. The other side I'm going to do off camera because it's repetition, and this video is already pretty lengthy. So yeah, I'm going to do this side, everything on camera, from doing the braids to doing a ponytail with the rubber band, all that. And then other side I would do off camera. But just stay tuned to the little minor details that make a big difference, like this pin here, to get those roots on point. And I'm just doing the same thing for both, same thing with this braid as well. Y'all see the nonsense over bleach. So on this side, I'm gonna go back in with that pen. Y'all done see I done hot combed it. I'm gonna go back in. I keep calling it a pen, but it's the little mascara brush thing. Brushing those knots, those roots in to clean up that over bleachness look. Hot comb and braid it down, and and I don't braid it all the way down, y'all. Just braid it down further enough where it does not unravel before I put it in a rubber band. So I'm gonna go ahead and braid that up. And when I finish with this one, do the same thing to the third braid. I'm going to take the rubber band, secure the ponytail part, unravel pieces of the braid that I braided too far down, and then you will see the ponytail fluffy look on that side. And like I mentioned, do the other side off camera. And as y'all can see, I just went ahead and ponytailed that up and just unraveled the braid all the way up to the root, and boom, other side is complete. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, period. Give it, you see me, hold on, wait, get into it right quick. Yes, period. So now that the 6 braids and the 2 ponytails is out the way, it's time to get these baby hairs slayed, okay? So going in with that eyebrow razor. Now I did kind of do some little exoticas baby hairs with this look, just only in the center, and the rest I was just giving the girls what I was supposed to give. So I'm just razoring those little baby hairs down. I focused on getting the middle part shorter because the one in the middle one got to be too long, so I did cut them down shorter than the other side. And still I'm gonna go in with my little curler, curl them up before I get the slaying and swooshing and all of that. So I did the size longer because I wanted to make sure I did like the little curl on the baby hair sideburn part, and I kind of wanted to brush these baby hairs on the side into the hair, like going back towards into the hairline. I didn't want them to be too short. So once I get everything curled up, TheBhSlay and my edge brush will be my best friend for this part. But I will show you guys in detail exactly how I got this look. So yeah, it will be. This video is very detailed. I'm just saying, like, I gave y'all the real tea, the real gag in this video, and I'm loving it. So y'all make sure y'all do give this video a thumbs up for real. Let's get in this algorithm, because there's so many beauties they don't even know about me yet in the world, and they just like they do because they need help, and I want to help them, period. So I'm just going in with that TheBhSlay holding spray and just swooping my baby hairs right on in. And like I mentioned, I wanted the baby hair on the sides like this to just go right back into the hairline. So I'm just gonna swoopity swoop till I get it how I want it to be. And the TheBhSlay is like a soft hold, so be mindful. Now I will do another tutorial using the actual our glueless gel and our baby hair gel to do the baby hairs again. But it's like for these new looks that I've been doing, like y'all know I've been in love with this fluffy baby hair look and stuff like that. But for those who do not know how to fix their own baby hairs, that glueless gel is just for you, because it will hold your baby hairs nice down and in place. So I will do another video using that glueless gel for the baby hairs. So y'all can make sure y'all know, you know, for my girls who like, girl, I'm a beginner. I ain't got time to be trying to curl no baby hairs and flip. So you want the edges to be held down? Got you. I'm going to do a video to show y'all how I do that. But right now, for the baby hairs, I'm doing my little exotic baby hairs in the middle. So I can't really I just kind of brush it and I go the opposite way, and then I got to use my finger, you know, or the rat tail comb. But in this case, since I'm ghetto and I only got about 2 nails left on each finger, I'm using those stiletto nails to help push my baby hairs in that little circular motion to give me the look that I need. So just using that holding spray and that brush is, ooh, baby hairs is just giving me life. It's giving what it's supposed to give, and that's just making my job so much easier. So once I finish doing the baby hairs on the other side, I will have to pull those little 2 bang pieces that I pulled back out the way and going in with that same little like edge curler, curl those up, and then we'll get into like moosing the wig and everything like that, so we can really get that full effect. And of course your girl gonna go beat her face and come back into those. Who keep asking me who did my makeup? I did, period. Now, y'all know I always say this. I'm not no MUA. I am not no makeup artist. I ain't no MUA. I am not no makeup artist. But, and I'm going to say this now, in my next few upcoming tutorials and maybe 1 or 2 videos, I am deciding to do my makeup on camera as well as the install. Now, I'm going to say this again. For my real MUAs out there, I'm not no MUA. All I do is myself, and I do myself the same exact way every single time. I don't know how to do no eyeshadows and no exotic eyeliners. I'm just not that girl. I'm a hairstylist. I'm not an MUA, okay? But lately, I've been getting a lot of compliments on me doing my own makeup, and even in my comments on Instagram, they keep saying, but who's the MUA? Who's the MUA? And MUA is me, but I'm not an MUA. Got me? So I still want to show y'all, like, how I did my makeup, well, how I do my makeup. So in one of my new videos of this Slay series, I will do my makeup on camera just for y'all to see. And I'm going to let y'all know now, it's going to be some videos. I'm going to be using brushes for the wrong shit, you know? I don't know what they for. I just use them how they work for me. So I don't know no names and no brushes. I'm just going to be using stuff the way I usually do it on myself. So do not kill me in the comments to all my MUAs out there. I'm a hairstylist, okay? So with that being said, how y'all feeling the baby hairs? Y'all loving it? Because I love my baby hairs this time. Like, I really did. But nevertheless, now I'm going back in with my curler, and I'm just curling one side of that little bang piece. And it was kind of weird because I was able to curl one side real good, but the other side I had to do it a couple times because it just wasn't, I don't know, something was going on with the flick of the wrist. And I was not gonna let no little bang strip throw me off my game or get me irritated and aggravated. So I just kept doing it until I got it to look at least as close as it did to the other side. So I would recommend that you curl it first and then cut it. Curl it first and then cut it. Don't cut it first, then curl it. Right? Because when you keep it long first and then curl it, you able to control how long or how short you want those curl pieces to be. But if you cut it first and then you curl it, they might end up being too short for you. So that's why I did it like this. And on this side, I felt like I curled it too tight. So that's why I went in and like rubbed the iron straight down through it to kind of loosen the curl up. And as y'all can see, I got to keep twirling it around my finger to get all the curls to flow the same way. But once I got it, I had got it. So don't judge the process, judge the outcome, okay? So now that I got it how I want it, I'm just going to go in and razor comb the ends just a little bit just to make it pretty much shorter. And of course, I'm going to go in with a little bit of water to wet the hair up. And then I'm going to go in with our mousse. Y'all know the mousse smells so good and it works so good. The Beautiful Hustler mousse, the fine curls, okay? And I'm just going in with that mousse and just putting that mousse up in there, mixing that with some water. And yeah, getting those curls popping. I did not want that super wet look to where the hair looks too calm. I really wanted to go for that nice, full, little fluffy look. And it was everything, y'all. Like, I love the shit out of this install. Like, y'all, I don't care if it's anybody in the comments who feels some type of way about it. I don't care. I got that confidence within me, baby. And I know I snapped. I know I killed it. So I know my real beauties, they come on now. Y'all stop playing. The underrated GOAT is on the motherfucking slay per usual. Yes, did that. And what made me the most happy about this, everything was on me. The wig, my collection. The glue, my collection. The cap, my collection. The melt band, my collection. The wax stick, my collection. Just, I ain't got no more words. But do y'all see the outlook of the slay? Yeah, stop playing with your girl. Thank y'all for watching this video. Y'all know I love my beauties. And this is the first official video for our Thankful for the Slay series. I love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me. Y'all keep them notifications turned on because we coming with some more bombs.